So today we're going to talk about putting things in groups or categories. So hopefully you can see this collection of things that I have on my counter here. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at this collection and try to think of what would be some good category names for our collection. Okay, so just looking at the pile of stuff we have here, one thing that stands out to me is I see a lot of letters, right? Do you see letters? I see these letters, and I see these, and then there's some letters on the cards too. So for one of our categories, we're gonna put letters. So I'm gonna write the word letters on one of my note cards, just like this, and it's gonna say letters. Now, let's see, what else do we see in our collection? What else? There's something other than letters here. These are numbers, right? We have numbers on the cards, on the popsicle sticks, I see numbers. So that's another good name for one of our collections. So let's write numbers on our next card. Numbers, okay. We have letters and then we have numbers. Is there anything else that you see here on the counter? I also see things that you can color with, right? I see markers and pens, so things that you can write or color with. So let's call those things writing materials. Okay. All right. So that's another group of objects. Make sure our thing doesn't fall. All right. Now, still looking at the table, I see these things. These are clips and rubber bands, paper clips. These are all things that you put stuff together with. You bind things with these, right? Like you put chips together with that. You could clip papers together, different things. So let's have a category that says, how would we label that? Let's say puts things together. Okay, so now when we look at all of our items, we need to sort them and put them by the right sign, right? So we need to put our letters over here in the right area. This is a number, numbers. This is a clip, so it'll go here. Writing materials. This would go with writing materials. Letters go here. What do we do with that? That's a writing material. Here's another number. Okay, rubber bands. Kind of spread these out just a little. Go here. This is a letter. Things that we color with. Some more letters. These are some more clips. Put those there. Another number. These are all letters. We have lots of letters. That's a number. Put a clip here. That's a number. Those are all letters. Something else you can color with. More letters. Another number. All right, let's get them all sorted. Okay, so when we look at our 4 groups, which one do you think has the most? Even without counting, I can tell that I have the most letters, right? I have a lot more letters than I do anything else on the table. Also, looking at these different categories, which one has the least number? I think the writing materials has the least amount. There isn't very many of those. We can even count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 7 of those, and I think they have the least amount as far as our collections go. Now, another cool thing about when you sort things by categories and put them into collections is that some things can go in more than one spot. For example, these right here, these are clothespins and they have numbers on them, but look, they also have the ability to put things together, like the paper. So they could go either in the number category, or they could go over here in the category that is put things together. Now, there's one other cool thing that I'm noticing about our objects is some of these have magnets on the back. You see those black things? Those are called magnets. That would make them stick to the board. You know how the boards we had in the classroom that were magnetic? So let's make a new category that says magnets. So anything that has a magnet on it, we're going to put in that category. So if that's the case, look at this. 2 of our clips also have magnets. So they could be in more than one spot. They could go over here. And all of these letters, the big ones have magnets on them, and even the little ones have magnets on them. They could all go over here as well. And then that changes things quite a bit when you look at our categories. Now, do we have the most in the letter category? No, because a lot of those went over here to the magnets because they're all magnets too, and we sorted them in a different way. So when you put things in categories and you label them, you can think about that not all things only fit in one category. They can sometimes go in different areas and be in more than one category. So if you have some toys at home, you can do this activity with toys. I don't really have any toys here. I just kind of had to use what we have, but you could try to categorize your toys by toys that roll, toys that bounce, toys with wheels, toys that are soft, toys that are hard, and different categories. And sometimes you might have toy with wheels and a toy that's hard, so it would go in more than one thing. So I want you to think about that when you do this activity at home. See what kinds of materials you can collect, like maybe bring all of your favorite toys and put them in a pile. And then have mom and dad help you make your signs and then sort your items out, okay? All right, I can't wait to see what you guys come up with and see how many different categories you can find for your items. And don't forget to share with me which one has the most and which one has the least, okay? All right, bye.